Hello. Welcome back to my channel. This is a really quick video. I will do it live, and of course, it's going to remain on my channel so that you can always watch the replay whenever you want to. Fixing my Pocahontas here. You can always watch a replay whenever you want to. I don't really like hair behind me ear like that still. So I'm gonna make it stay down there, so. Yeah. So welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate that you have decided to join me. Happy New Year. I know that 2020 has been 2020. It's a year like no other, and a lot of persons have suffered loss one way or the other. Loss of family, friends, co-workers, loss of jobs, businesses, opportunities, and stuff like that. And I know you may feel like, what could be worse than 2020? Really, what could be worse than 2020? But if you are here, if you're hearing me, if you're here and you are hearing me, it means that you have a lot to give thanks for. There is a lot to be thankful for because you are here among the living, and God has blessed you enough to keep you alive to see 2021. And I know it's just a change in calendar year, just a change in a month, but it counts for something if you are alive. Hey, Polly, Happy New Year to you too, darling. Thank you for joining me on such short notice. Right. It is a blessing to be here. It really is. And regardless of how, I don't want to sound inconsiderate, but I'm just saying that regardless of how the pandemic affected us, there is just a lot to be thankful for just because we're alive, and we can tell somebody today, yesterday, or tomorrow, about our experience with 2020. So be grateful to be alive. So I just want to quickly talk about New Year's resolutions. It's something that we do, a lot of persons do. I remember growing up, I looked forward to December 31st, like it was something grand, because at that time I could get to write up my New Year's resolutions. Yes. So, all the plans to eat healthier, lose weight, stop the gossiping, stop the time wasting, drop that friend there, go after that particular goal or whatever. I just look forward to it because I could sit myself down, I guess, and plan for the year ahead. But how many of us really are serious though about we're really serious about making those resolutions? Like, we really want to make a change, because a resolution really is our firm decision, to stop doing something or to do something. So it's a firm decision to stop doing or to do something. And like I said, I didn't think about it much, in those days, what it meant. I just, it was just the craze. Everybody was talking about a New Year's resolution, and, I want to be a part of the whole thing. But when you make a resolution, it's your firm decision, like I said, to either stop doing something or to start doing something. A lot of us, our resolutions, embody, we're going to stop do this. We're going to stop eat late at night. We're going to stop chat too much or talking so much. I'm gonna stop talking in class. I'm gonna stop fighting. I'm gonna stop wasting my money on clothing or shoes or whatever it is, food. I'm gonna stop doing this. I'm gonna stop doing that. What do we replace those bad habits with. Because if you stop doing something, you're leaving a space. It's almost like you're creating that void. Stop eat at 7 o'clock. What are you gonna do at 7 o'clock? I think it's like good to replace whatever you're gonna stop doing with something that you want to start doing. So me stop eating 7 o'clock. So every day at 7 o'clock I'm going to read a book. Me stop wasting money on shoes. So instead of buying shoes, I'm going to invest $30 every month on stocks, or I'm going to put it in my savings account or something. That way, I believe when you're really into your resolutions, you drop the bad habit and then you're creating better habits, good habits. So you stop waste money, you start saving money. You stop eating at 7 o'clock, you start reading a book, you're gaining knowledge, new insights and all of these things. So is your resolution for you or is it for somebody else? Is it yours? Is it mine? Am I making these resolutions because I want to change something about my life? Or am I making these resolutions because I want to fit in another person's life? I want to fit in that lifestyle. I want to, you're just doing it because you want to follow. We call it follow fashion. Follow fashion, but we Jamaicans say, you too follow fashion. So is it that you're doing it because of you? And when you have decided that you no longer want to do something, what are you replacing it with? I still make resolutions, things that I commit to doing that end up not do it. Some of them end up not do it. Even last week I sat and I wrote my little book, things I want to accomplish for 2021. They weren't resolutions really. They were more goals that I want to accomplish. So it's not something that, okay, this I'm going to stop doing per se, but what am I going to start doing? And then how am I going to do those things? Because it makes no sense you have a goal, but you have no strategy. You don't know how you're going to achieve those goals. One of my goals is to lose weight to a certain pound and then maintain that. What are my strategies? What do I plan to do? So it's not enough to just say, I want to go down to 169 pounds, because that's really where I'm headed. So it's not enough to say I just want to go down to 169 pounds and then that's it. How am I going to get there? There's not going to be some magic that's going to take me there and keep me there. It means I'm going to have to work out, change my diet, maintain the lifestyle to keep me at 169 pounds. And yes, 169 pounds is just weird, it's odd, but I have a reason why I want it to be 169 and not 170 or 165. I mean, as long as it's lower than 169, I'm fine, right? So I guess I'm just saying that, in all this craze to come up with New Year resolutions, we first need to understand then why you want to go a certain direction, why you want to not do this anymore. What has it cost you to eat at 7 o'clock? And I'm going to just stick with this example of eating at 7 o'clock. So what has it cost you over the last couple of months, maybe a year, to eat at 7 p.m.? It has cost you excess weight that you don't want. It has cost you your energy. You're probably more lethargic. You have bloating, you have, upset stomach, it costs you your health then. So that's the cost. No. What's the price? What is the price you're now willing to pay to get rid of that cost in order to meet your goal of, my goal of 169 pounds? And I explained it earlier, stop eating at 7 o'clock, start reading a book. Maybe at 7 o'clock, at 7 o'clock, instead of eating, that will be a workout time for me where I can do 20 or 30 minutes of abs. I'm just saying. So, in order to get to somewhere, you have to know why. I want to lose the weight because it makes me happier, it makes me more confident. It makes me, and I'm talking about me. It makes me feel better when I put my clothing on. I look the way I want to look. I want to lose the weight because it keeps me healthy. It makes me healthier. That's why. Now what? I'm going to lose this weight. What is the poundage? That's what I need to take off. And then how is my strategy? And when I do that, I feel like it creates a routine rather than just a one-off. So, see, Polly wants to go to 200 pounds. So, I know that you have made your resolutions or your goals to get to 200 pounds. That's what you want. But is your mind ready? And that's a very important element in resolutions too. Your mind has to be ready. If your mind is not made up, you can write anything you want to write on book. You can sign up for any gym class. You can sign up for any food delivery that's going to come, all the healthy foods and all of these things. You can do all of that. But if your mind is not there, it's not going to happen. So your mind is what will keep you disciplined. If it's not there, it's not going to happen. And so even for me, wanting to get to 169 pounds, that's why I have goals. And I intend to achieve these goals with my mind made up. So, my dear Polly, if you want to go down to 200 pounds, that's your goal, then you have to now sit and write why. Why do you want to get to 200 pounds? Why? And then when you have answered the whys, how you going to get there? Do you need help from somebody? Do you need an accountability partner? Do you need to... It's up to you if you want to take it to social media so that social media keeps you accountable. Because I can tell you, whenever I say I'm going to do something and I start it on social media, for example, I go to my, YouTube or any social media platform, and I say I commit to something, I am forced to do it because people are watching me. So to be honest, some of the things that I want to do, but I make it public. But for example, this weight is going to be a journey for me. I'm not going to say I need to do it in the first week or the first month or the first 2 months. No, I just want to commit to doing it and taking my time to get there because I want to create a lifestyle, not just a one-off, like I said, like it just happened now. I want to create a lifestyle change. Hey, Mohan, Nem Shy. Thank you for joining me, for joining us and for joining the discussion. And yes, Polly, you're on the rapid drop challenge with her company. So she's with TLC and she's in a challenge, rapid drop challenge. And let me tell you something, Polly, about, and this is my personal experience. It doesn't have to be yours and it doesn't have to be anybody else's experience. But I find that when I do something without the why, without my personal reason for doing it, it doesn't hold up. And I find that a lot of challenges, a lot of diets, a lot of this, a lot of that, they will not work for everybody because everybody's body type is different. It's really different. So you are on a challenge and you may find that somebody on the same challenge with you has lost, I'm just using, ballpoint figures, somebody has lost 20 pounds in 2 days on the same challenge, and you have gone 2 weeks and can't lose 5, because your body type is different, your fat type, I'm going to say your fat type is different. What gave you, what accounted for your fat buildup, or whatever unhealthy issues you may be having, or whatever. Maybe it's not an unhealthy issue, but maybe it's a maintenance issue. Like, you are here, you're good with yourself, but you want to maintain. So whatever the issues you're having, whatever your variables are, will determine how your body will react to what you're doing, to the workout, to the food, whatever it is. It's so personal and unique to you that even when you're doing this challenge with everybody else, I urge you to find something that works for you within all of that. Something that works for you. So you have a why, and that's very good. I know your why is to get down there, and because of health reasons, and because of this, and because of that. That's very good. But with that challenge, do whatever you can do to help your body along, because no two people are the same. No diet will work for everybody the same way, if you get what I'm saying. So do what works for your body. I remember when I used to tell people I only eat fruits before noon. That has worked for my body. It keeps me energized. I am not lacking energy. Me feel healthy. My brain does a click, and all of these things. And some people couldn't understand, because my body is just different. It worked for my body. You understand? It worked for my body. Lately, I've been eating stuff just to eat. Me even eat cake for breakfast, right? And that's a bad habit, lifestyle that I've taken up, which I'm going to fix that. I'm fixing that little by little. But you have to do what works for your body. So yes, it's all in the mind. And if your mind isn't made up properly, if your mind, if the resolution isn't mental first, it's not going to manifest. It's not going to manifest, because you're going to keep, dropping off, coming on. If you don't know why, then you won't have the proper reason for doing it. Eating late contributed to your weight gain. So yeah. So number one thing to do, stop eating late. That's the number one thing to do. Stop eating late and watch how your body turn around. So see, you tried the fruit thing, but it didn't work too much for you. And that's fine. Just try and do whatever works for your body, what works best for your body. So, your firm decision is your resolution to do or not to do something. But, Polly, I suggested this book some time ago on maybe this platform. Fit for Life by, I think, Marv, I cannot remember their name, but they're Diamonds, last name Diamonds. And the thing is, when I read that book, that is a book that changed how I treated my body, how I ate fruits, and all of these things. Yes, you will get hungry, because guess what? The fruits are mainly water. It's high water content fruits, right? So it passes through your system way faster than anything else, because it's pure water. Well, mainly water. You get me? So it goes through your body, it goes through your system really fast. So it doesn't spend time in your stomach for digestion, because you eat, you chew. Most of what you're swallowing is already water. So it's going through your digestive system, into your bloodstream and stuff like that. And that's why I used to eat it in the mornings on an empty stomach, so that it did just that. It went through, and it went where it's supposed to go within 20 to 30 minutes. Within 20 to 30 minutes. Now, you are going to feel hungry more often, because, like me say, it's 20 minutes. It just runs through your body like when you turn on pipe and the water just run out and gone. So that's what it is. However, it did not limit me to the amount of food the amount of fruits that I could eat. So I was able to eat as much as I wanted to. So if in the mornings at 6 o'clock I had a smoothie, and at 8 o'clock I felt like I was hungry again, I could eat an apple, I could eat a banana. If 11 o'clock I felt like I was hungry again, I could eat some grapes. I could eat anything I wanted to eat as long as they were fruits. So my mouth, not my mouth, like I didn't keep my stomach empty, but I ate fruits on the empty stomach. So I would eat if I felt hungry. I would eat more fruits if I felt hungry, which after a while, it's like your mind would just tell you, well, you're not hungry. So you eat in the morning, you eat a smoothie. I just know that I'm not eating anything again until 11 o'clock when I will grab an apple, because I know that at 1 o'clock I'm going to have my lunch. So it became like a routine. Then it became that habit where I was eating maybe 3 times a day or 4 times a day. And in between would have been a fruit, because it became, etched in here that I didn't need to eat. It was more my mind becoming in control. So instead of me just seeing the food and feeling like I need to go eat because I'm hungry, no, I'm like, no, you're not hungry. You had food at 8 o'clock, you had food at 10 o'clock, you're not hungry, you're not eating anything. So after a while it became so easy for me. But it's not so easy anymore because I have strayed away from that lifestyle, which I'm trying to get back to. And I know I will. So I wish you all the best with your goal, with your lifestyle change, your goal, to have that change. And know that the resolutions are not necessarily only things that you want to drop, but things that you want to do. So, or things that you want to stop versus things you want to do. So if you stop doing something, try to replace it with something that you want to do, to take away that void, because you don't want to leave that empty space for any other bad habit come drop in there. So you want to start doing something with that time, with that moment, with that, whatever space that you have. And you want to make them more of attainable goals, realistic and attainable. So I don't want to say my ideal weight is 145 pounds. I wish I could get back to 145 pounds, but I don't know how realistic that is. We just don't know how realistic it is. So guess what? Me say me just want to lose, I think it's about 19 pounds to get to 169. That's what I want to lose. I don't want to say I want to lose 40 pounds and when September come and I only lose 15, I get frustrated and I stop because I didn't lose 40, and I want to maintain my health. What do you mean? I don't know what I said, why you said productivity. So I'm going to assume that you are going to be more productive with your time. That is a goal for you, to become more productive with your time, or with whatever engagements you have. You are hoping or you're working towards making sure that you're productive, which is good, because it's a lot of time is lost with some simple things, and the simple things become habits in our lives, and so we lose time. Okay, so you're going to be filling the void productively, but you have to say what it is, because if you make a commitment, a resolution as to what you're going to fill that void with, then anything will just fall into the void. Today you might fill the void with something which is productive, and tomorrow you just feel like, oh, I did productive yesterday, so me just sleep today. The void, me just sleep in space of the void today. So you want to make sure that you have a resolution that is going to fit into the voids that you're creating. Self-development, that's good. That's really good. So there is like there's a lot I could say, but I didn't want this live to be long. I just wanted to come on here because it bothered, I wouldn't say it bothered me, it came to mind, why do resolutions? Why make that commitment if you're not really wanting to make the commitment, if you don't really have a why, then it makes no sense you have that commitment, because at the end of the day, it's going to be because. May I do the resolution because I can. May I do the resolution because me feel like me feel like me can lose 5 pounds. May I do the resolution because me feel like me can read one book every 3 months. May I do the resolution because, because people do a resolution. But why do you want to do it? Why do I want to do it? So there's so much that we can do. Read more, improve ourselves, be more productive. Trust me, a book a week, a book a month, we can gain so much knowledge. I try not to limit myself to the type of books that I can read or that I read. Me not go for the worst type of books, but if it's about health, I'm reading it. If it is just about the liver, me I read it. If it's about a particular location, a geographical location, I'm reading it. If it's about a particular time in history or a futuristic book, I'm reading it, because I feel like there's just knowledge in everything. If it's something that goes against what I believe in, I may not take up that book, but I may also take up the book and say, God, may I beg you to guide me, eye them, make sure I'm not supposed to see, guide my thoughts and everything like that. Make sure that whatever I'm understanding from this book is what you want me to understand. Let me not lead on to my own understanding, but in everything to make you direct my path. That's how I approach most books that I read anyways, because I know everything in every book are for you or for me. Me take what applied to me and me keep it moving and me ask God for understanding. Right? So, in making your New Year's resolutions, be realistic. Make it goals. It's just another day. It's a calendar year change. That's all it is. But at the end of the day, we know that there's just something will come with when something new. Even though you know it's the next day, there's something that comes with knowing that it's a new day, a new year, and you have more adrenaline. You just pumped more to start over afresh. The rebirth, the phoenix moment, the everything. You just feel more like, you know what, I'm just gonna change to adapt with this newness, this new day, this new year. And so that is why a lot of people just wait until the end of the year, beginning of the new year to create resolutions. A lot more people will go through the years readjusting or adjusting whatever goals they have. If the strategy not leading them towards a particular goal, them change it on. I'm a person like that. I will change things as I go along if it's not working out for me in a particular way. So with the new year comes the yearning for just change with the new year and just say, you know what, may I start afresh. And it's fine. It's totally fine. Start afresh. And if February you feel like you want to start afresh again, start afresh. And if March, and if 2 days after you start, you feel like you want to go back or start again, then start afresh. Always give yourself that window to be able to start over as often as you feel you need to in order to get to your goal. At the end of the day, your start at your goal, and you have to know. You understand? So, my dearest Polly, if you are still here with us, if you want a partner to work out with, to get down to that 200, we can come together, we can create a plan, a way forward, how we're going to do it, how we're going to keep each other accountable, what's the timeline that we're looking at and stuff like that in creating this particular goal and change, personal change. Un momento. Un momento. See? Okay. So, if we want to, just give me 1 minute, guys. Let me just deal with this. So thank you guys for waiting. Oh, me nothing did welcome, you know. Welcome to the live. It's a very short live about New Year's resolutions. You know, what it means to me, what it means to you. Feel free to drop your comment. Give this video a thumbs up, share it with your family and friends. No, so it's not a real long video. It's just a very already, and somebody I think will achieve it in the next 15 years. Now is your time. Go ahead and do it. If you wanted to lose weight, if you didn't want to travel, if you didn't want to change your job, if you didn't want build a relationship or drop a relationship, do whatever it is you wanted to do, whatever you set out to do, whatever you never finished yesterday last the 2020, continue it today. Not because it's a new year doesn't mean you just drop everything and you start afresh everything else, but it is up to you, whatever you need to stop or start. That's the resolution. What you need to stop and what you need to start. And while a lot of us wait for the new year to, go back and look at what we never do and what we plan to do, it doesn't mean you have to. You can do it at any time, any given time. So again, thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate your comments, appreciate your time. Your time is very valuable. I wish for you an awesome 2021. May all your dreams come true. May you work as hard as you need to work to achieve whatever goals you have set for yourself. Love yourself, love your family. Kiss yourself every day, hug up yourself, because guess what? If you don't have nobody to hug you up, who better than yourself? Love up yourself. Treat yourself good. Treat your family good. Treat your friends good. Tell them you love them every day, because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Right? You don't know what's going to happen to you. You don't know what's going to happen to them. So treat everybody good. Do one good deed every day for the next 365 days. Just one good deed. Good deed can be a good morning, can be a simple smile. It could be, holding the door open for somebody who is behind you. It could be allowing somebody to go up in the bus first, or enter the train first, or in the taxi first, or, into a building first, It could be anything. It could be just picking up the mail for somebody, just, assisting somebody in the supermarket, whatever it is. So God bless you all. Have yourself a wonderful, wonderful 2020.